Oh my god. I successfully transferred my consciousness into the body of a middle school teenager girl. No one will suspect me in this, and I have to say, looking pretty hot. Oh, and I don't have a dick anymore. And I can look at myself naked.
Yeah, they got the world on a string. To live forever, you'll do anything. Had your ex grab the diamond ring. This is an art to do everything.
Freaky, directed by Christopher Landon, who also directed the Happy Death Day movies and is the horror slasher of 2020. So Freaky tells the story of this ancient dagger which causes a high schooler student named Vicky, played by Catherine Newton, and with serial killer the Butcher, played by Vince Vaughn, uh, and Vicky needs to find a way to reverse the curse within 24 hours, or they will be permanently trapped in one another's bodies. Now, this review was ever so kindly requested last year by a dear subscriber of mine, Jake. So, Jake, this review is all for you. I hope you enjoy it. And my deepest apologies that this reviewer took way longer to do than it should have done. I was finally able to do it. Let's just say it's sucked arse, especially with being in lockdown and trick-or-treating being cancelled entirely. And Halloween parties weren't able to go ahead. It was the most boring and restrained Halloween ever, but thankfully this year we were able to go back to all that to an extent, and Freaky has been considered one of the treats of a Halloween 2020, and it's about damn time I did a Halloween related video, at least in autumn, even if I wasn't able to do it in the month of October due to my birthday celebrations and cousin's wedding going on. I was dead busy. So is Freaky a trick or a treat? It is a freaking fabulous treat for all you horror junkies out there. You can see Christopher Landon's love of horror shine through this movie. And while not perfection, Freaky is sure to go down as one of the Halloween classics from the 2020s decade. And it's a real testament that original horror movies beat horror sequels any day. I mean, why would you watch this year's Halloween Kills when you could watch something like this? It's got a premise that's maybe jarringly similar to Invasion of the Body Snatchers, but it's a love letter to that movie, and it still makes it his own, as well as having the conflict have only 24 hours to resolve itself. How can you keep up the suspense for our protagonists in a span of just one day? And this movie nails that in terms of tension. And its main characters are not just there for a body count in a slasher. They are there for you to strongly care about them and feel protective of them. Heck, I would jump in front of the butcher's dagger just to protect Vicky. And you know what's funny? I was convinced that Vicky was played by Amber Heard when I saw the poster for this movie, but then it's read on the poster Catherine Newton. I was like, oh shit, sorry, my mistake. Catherine Newton looks exactly like Amber Heard. Can you see the resemblance? The beg Hollywood to cast Catherine Newton in loads more horror going forward in the future, because her performance here as Vicky is rock solid, and Vicky is a poor young girl who deserves an easier life than she's had. She's lost her father at such a young age, lives with her now widowed mother and older sister, who's a cop and is a prime target for bullies at her high school. Not to mention, getting involved with the butcher only makes things worse for her. But thankfully, this doesn't do the cliched, tragic death ending of a horror movie. Our characters actually the happy ending that they deserve. A few, and her sister, the cop, she was the most protective and awesome big sister that Vicky could ever ask for. And she was like her bestie as well as her sister, and her mum even got her to be protective of her daughter in the climax, particularly. And the third act of Freaky is just as freaking awesome as the finale of Halloween 2018, where three badass female characters unite to take down the serial killer, and the dagger MacGuffin kind of reminds me of the Sith dagger from The Rise of Skywalker, which Ochi has, and the name of the serial killer, the Butcher, makes you think, was Christopher Landon inspired by Skyrim in the level in Windhelm where you have to find out the mystery of who is the Butcher? But it's more than just the premise that has to work, it's the scares and the gore for a slasher. You will get your fill of that in Freaky. It even has a decent lore and mythology regarding the dagger, so you can tell this movie as a scary story at a Halloween party or something. Though, like I said, Freaky does have some cons that prevent it from being perfection, and uh, I really took issue with the casting of Vince Vaughn. I mean, Vince Vaughn as a mass murderer, are you kidding me? It was the biggest miscast of 2020. Vince Vaughn has cemented himself in comedy roles, and I was not intimidated by him, not even a smidge, in his scenes as the Butcher. As badass as that final battle was, Vince Vaughn could not make the Butcher any creepier. And are there too many deaths and characters being killed off in this movie just for the sake of making it depressing? Yes. And the death scenes leave little to no emotional impact. But if you watch this movie for these three strong women standing up to a killer like me, you will be pleased with the final product. So overall, guys, Freaky is as fun as putting on your favourite Halloween costume. And has it made it onto my top 10 best movies of 2020? Potentially. I mean, it could be an honourable mention. I will have to reevaluate my list.
I give Freaky 4 stars out of 5. Great movie.
So yeah, thank you ever so much to Jake for recommending this movie. It was such a treat, and I can see myself watching it again and again on a regular basis each Halloween. Well, I love you guys. Thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. And what are your thoughts on Freaky? And how does it compare to the Happy Death Day duology? Please comment and let me know. Please like this video and subscribe. Please follow on Twitter and Instagram. And I'll see you all next time. And remember, movies are us. Bye, guys.